Coming up on Look Today, well, a Special Olympics ceremony took place this morning at the Prospect Center in Queensbury, and we were there. Plus, Warren County Sheriff's Office is still looking for more officers for their School Resource Officer program. More on that coming up. And the 2018 Freihofers Saratoga Jazz Festival is finally here. All ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone. Happy Friday. I'm Jay Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. And on tonight's program, I sit down with Tedra Cobb. She's running for the House of Representatives for New York's 21st Congressional District, and she's here to talk to us about her platform, reasons for running, and the upcoming primary, which is next Tuesday. I also sit down with Mike Biddle. Now, he's the new CEO of the Adirondack Regional Chamber of Commerce, and he's here to talk about the direction that he would like to take the chamber. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. What weather? First, these headline stories. Well, our lead story. A Special Olympics ceremony took place this morning at the Prospect Center in Queensbury. Now, opening ceremonies began at 9 a.m. Participants competed in an array of categories, including baseball, basketball, shuffleboard, and more. You know, unlike other sports competitions, the Special Olympics does not pit athletes against one another, but actually they challenge themselves. Now, during practice for the event, a baseline score is usually taken and established. Then the students are required to beat their own score on the day of the competition, then they receive a medal. Now, we were at the event today, and we spoke with a good friend of ours, Ann Schneider-Costigan, who's the Deputy Executive Director for Prospect Center.
Well, this is our second annual Special Olympics up here at the Prospect Center in Queensbury, and it's a very, very exciting day. We have over 50 athletes who are going to be participating in many different athletic activities, and it's a little different today for the Special Olympics because it's the New York State Special Olympics Motor Activity Training Program where the students are competing with themselves. So they did a baseline score for the event of their choice, and now today they will compete to beat that baseline score.
Wow. In other news, well, the Warren County Sheriff's Office, they're still continuing to search for officers for their School Resource Officer program. Now, in order to go forward with the program, they need around 12 officers. So far, they've got 8, although some others have applied. Now, and those candidates, by the way, are probably still weighing the options, right? Now, the positions are focused on retired police officers, because the position could pay around $30,000 per year. And that's a maximum yearly income for a retired officer in order to continue to collect their pensions. Well, we spoke to Under Sheriff Sean Lamry about the program.
Well, the thought of the Sheriff's Office is that we want to have SROs back into the school districts. We used to have them years ago, and on a part-time basis, I should add. These people would be in the school districts. They would be there during the school day, during the calendar year for the school, also available for special events as needed or requested by the principals or superintendents. We feel it's important. The schools have already taken precautions by controlling who comes and goes from the buildings.
Switching from news to weather. Well, today started off beautiful, right? And it got a little bit muggy, and of course the clouds were rolling in. All right, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center to see what's up with this and take a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Sponsor with your first look weather update on Look TV. We're currently experiencing dry weather for now, but we have a low pressure spinning up in the Midwest, and it's heading towards our area, featuring some frontal boundaries as well. You can see a little bit of a tighter setup across portions of the mid-Atlantic, and they're trending northeast. A mess of fronts, an include front, then a cold front, stationary front, and all that is moving northeastward. So we could be in for a messy weekend across the Capital District. Here's how it plays out heading into your Saturday and Saturday night. The included front will be the main cold front, along with a couple areas of low pressure. So we'll see increasing clouds tonight, 56 degrees. Here's how it shapes out early in the morning hours on Saturday. You can see that 20% rain shower threat at 8 to 9 a.m. with temperatures already into the lower 60s by 9 a.m., but only reaching 65 for a high temp with storms likely. And then we need to remind you to check the back seats. Despite temps only reaching the 60s, it can still be 80 to 90 degrees inside those cars, so make sure everybody is accounted for. And that is a reminder when temperatures do warm back up into the 70s by Sunday and Monday. Highs will be in the 80s for sure. Tuesday and Wednesday, lows will remain in the 50s to lower 60s, and the rain chances will be 60 to 70% over the weekend. So make sure you have indoor plants, but outdoor plants outside work will be recommended as we go, especially by Tuesday and Wednesday, under full sunshine. That was your first look weather update on Look TV. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser. Now send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks, Clarence. Well, I hope that rain holds off, especially regarding our next story. 2018 Freihofers Saratoga Jazz Festival is here. Now, a night on Bourbon Street will come alive inside the Canfield Casino in Congress Park tonight, 7:30, for a speakeasy event inspired by, you guessed, the Big Easy. Now, then on Saturday and Sunday, you can head to the SPAC grounds themselves for experienced jazz luminaries. You ready for this list? John Batiste, Chris Botti, Herbie Hancock, Gregory Porter, Joey Alexander, plus gospel and R&B legend Mavis Staples. Boy, she's going to headline this year's festival. Now, a few emerging artists will also be making their Saratoga debut. Now, for all the information and tickets, this is a wonderful event and a great support for SPAC. Go to SPAC's website, spac.org. All right, up next, I sit down with Tedra Cobb. She's a candidate to be running for House of Representatives, New York's Congressional 21st District. And she's here to talk with us about her platform, reasons for running, and the primary coming up Tuesday. I also sit down with Mike Biddle, new CEO of the Adirondack Regional Chamber of Commerce. And he's here to talk about the direction he wishes to take the chamber. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. That's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. It's Friday, so I want to thank everybody here. Ladies first, Antoinette and Dana. But of course, we've got Andrew, we have Jack, we have Joel, we have Norm, and we have the Bat. Everybody here makes everything you see possible every single week. How's that? Friday, big weekend coming up. You already know from the news that it's the Jazz Festival at SPAC. There are very few events that are so community-oriented. It's just a wonderful way to spend part of the weekend or all of the weekend. You see some of your favorite artists, but you also discover artists. And by the way, that's starting in town tonight. So they're making a whole Saratoga Performing Arts Center, downtown Saratoga collaboration. Very cool. Reminder, tomorrow night at the Strand Theater in Hudson Falls, a very, very interesting concert. Rex and the Rockabilly Kings. Go to our website and you'll see the interview I did with Jonathan Newell yesterday about this. And the performance includes a very, very interesting documentary where Rex actually tracked down people that Elvis Presley gave Cadillacs to. Tell me that's not cool. The Adirondack Wine and Food Festival is this weekend. You got a lot to do. Hope that rain holds off. And last but not least, a personal one, especially for Andrew and myself, goes to Ann Costigan and Beth Nichols. They're two people very involved with Prospect Center in Queensbury. I went to the Special Olympics last year, and Andrew went this year. And he and I were talking about it. It's just so remarkable to see people so much less fortunate than we are challenged, and to see just the expressions on their faces, what it does to their self-esteem, just to participate in a competition. You know, we're very lucky, a lot of us, and it's really something to watch people, individuals like this, challenged and watch the reward. Very cool thing. All right, that's it. Tonight on Look TV, we got Beyond the Headlines, we got Warren Watch. We have a new Warren Watch in the works, all about tourism with Frank Dietrich and Gina Metzer. That's coming up. And of course, we got episodes of Tracks. And don't forget, you can tune in Monday night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.